We're live now. Come on in, folks. We see you out there. It's Sunday. Sunday.
It is.
What is that, the 19th?
It's the 19th.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Exactly.
Oops.
Soon be Christmas.
It'll soon be Christmas. It's the 19th of October, everybody. Come on in. It's time for the Sunday Funnies. We got some great comics to look over today. Classic, iconic stuff. Fantastic work. Haunt of Fear. Mitch is with us. Russ is here. Glenn's here. We'll get this going. Allison is under the weather. She was hoping to be here. Here's the opening.
Hello, motherfucker.
Absolutely. Good morning, everybody. Sunday morning. We're here for the Sunday Funnies. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. Arrow Comics, really. Shadow Kingdom, adaptation of Robert E. Howard's iconic story that started the sword and sorcery genre. Now in public domain. I adapted it. Russ did the artwork for it. It's in many different formats, available in many different places. Just look at where finer books are sold. You might find it there. If not, then they should be able to order it. Look at this hardback book. What a great book. And then we took the characters from that story and spun them off on their own into the Atlantean, which we have 2 volumes out. The third one's about to get out of the printer right now.
Eventually. God, it's taking its time.
Anytime now. It just seems like it's forever when you're waiting that long. Any day now, it'll be out of the printer and it'll start to be shipped. And once that happens, then we'll make sure you know where you can find it as well. If you didn't buy into the campaign, if you did buy into the campaign, thank you very much. Deeply appreciate your willingness to read our book, and hope you enjoy it. Folks, hit that like button out there. Can't stress that enough. And I'm sure you hate hearing it, but the more interaction you have with this program, whatever platform you're on, the more we're going to get noticed by other folks. So go out there and hit that like or hit that thumbs down if you have to. We hope you don't, but we hope you hit that like button. And that you join us. Joining us this morning, Mr. Glenn Fleming. Glenn, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name's Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher. I write books like this one about my visit to see Jack Kirby at his home in 1988 and 1991. This is full of anecdotes and little stories that Jack told me, full of photographs of me with him, lots of things going on there. So check that out. I also created this cartoon character called Hatch, and this is a book about how he came to be. This features published and unpublished work that you can see all the way through, and this is available on Fun My Comic. And I also occasionally publish magazines about comics, and I've interviewed both Russ and Randy for this one. And these are, you can get these on eBay and Amazon, so just check it out. Lots of stuff there.
Lots of stuff. Also with us, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name's Russ Leach. I'm a comic book artist from the UK, as Randy suggested. I'm the artist on the Atlantean. If you want to find out more about that, go to russleach.com. Sign up for the email list. Lots of news coming as we await the printed version of issue 3. 4 is in production. We'll see a release early in the new year. So check that out. Go to russleach.com. Sign up for the email list.
How's Russ coming through for everybody else out there?
He was breaking up a bit there.
He was breaking
Hello.
Yeah, he was doing fine until you asked him to introduce himself.
There you go.
Yeah. No, it's all going fine.
It's monkey.
Sign up. Email list. russleach.com. That's the most important thing.
It's the monkey's fault.
We got that.
Also joining us, Mitch Rogers. Mitch, please introduce yourself.
Hello, I am, as Randy said, Mitch Rogers, a horror writer and artist from Greenville, South Carolina. I make horror comics, creator of the Boger horror comic book series and Flesh and Blood collection. New issues of or issues of which are going to come out very soon on online platforms.
On a Fear, folks. We are looking at the Haunt of Fear this morning, the fantastic EC collections printed by Russ Cochran, shot off of the original black and white artwork, and hardbound into fantastic volumes, put into a great slipcase back in the, what is this, mid-'80s? 85. That was done. The original artwork was done in the early 50s. Here is the cover for Haunt of Fear number 12.
So this stuff is nearly 70 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cover dated March, April of 1952.
Wow. Even I wasn't alive then.
Wow.
Haunt of Fear.
My parents weren't even alive back then.
Wow.
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 It's fantastic.
One of them
Al
days.
Fieldstein. Yeah, I hear you. It's been one of those weeks, really.
Tell me about it.
It would take too long to explain here.
It's Al Feldstein's 100th birthday next week.
Yeah.
Is it? You're so knowledgeable.
It tells you that.
Great guy. Got to meet him a couple times. Got a couple of the books signed. Real nice guy.
Pretty good artist as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great
It's,
writer.
you see these things, you realise how old they are. The guy's just sitting there. He's just some young guy doing his thing, drawing.
Yeah.
And it does give you a sense of your own mortality.
And it as we said before, the size of the artwork as well. They're good, those
Yeah.
photographs, aren't they? Because you can see. And the thing I like about those old photographs like this is that his workspace looks like mine, a total
Yeah.
mess. Full
Yeah,
of ink
absolutely.
everywhere and
Yeah.
pencils and all sorts of stuff. But I tell you what, like me, I bet he knows where everything is.
Yeah.
Absolutely that too. Yep.
Mine looks like that halfway through the middle of a book.
Yeah.
Like everything's everywhere. Like you've got bits of artwork here and shit all over the place. And then you finish the book, you go, "Oh, I'll just tidy up." And you tidy up, and it's all really nice for a few weeks. And then it just slowly deteriorates into a complete disaster zone.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I gave up organizing my workspace because
Yeah.
it doesn't stay that way.
You obey the laws of the home and clean up, and then you spend 3 days trying to find something. Look at that though. He says there.
Yes, that
Well,
too.
he says that Al obtained a job in his after-school hours running errands, cleaning pages, and ruling panel lines and balloons for a comic book publisher for $3 a week.
You see, the trouble is that nobody learns on the job anymore like that.
That's
Amen.
right.
Yep.
That's
There's this insane attitude towards education that it can only be done in a hall of learning rather than with people who know how to do things and
Exactly.
can
You've
teach you
got-
those things.
Yeah, you've got to learn. You've got to learn the why.
Yeah, as well as the how. Yeah,
Why does that do that? Not
yeah,
be told it does that. You've got to learn why. it does it.
exactly. Yeah, and I think that's why we've learned. That there's a whole bunch of reasons why we're completely destroyed the whole process of artists moving up through the ranks. A lot of that is to do with the final product. A lot of it's to do with the fact that people don't get paid enough, and the general hideous nature of the current comic book industry. But we've lost something there. It's like somebody making furniture and passing their information on to the next person who could make great furniture. It's all done in a factory now, so it doesn't matter. And that's what's happened with artists. We don't do that.
It's all
Wasn't
speed, isn't it?
Yeah.
wasn't Stan Lee like first the mail boy or something? Like he was like a
Yeah.
gopher or something when he started out, didn't he?
That's right. Yeah.
Well,
It
yeah.
used-
Why do we think we have such an amazing world now? It's because
That's
all
right.
those people started off knowing nothing and ended up being brilliant at what they did. Okay, whoever it might be, in all matter of different companies, whether they be creative or industrial or whatever. And now that doesn't happen anymore, which is why you're starting to lose all the greats.
Yeah.
People aren't great anymore; they're just machined out of universities.
Yeah. I think it's called an apprenticeship.
Yes, that's the one. That's what you need.
Internship, yeah. But
Yeah, and people
No, not
aren't-
intern.
internship.
You need a cigar for that.
They're learning other things, but like there's no apprenticeships now. It doesn't seem
No,
to for
No.
for plumbers and electricians and things. They just get the job, you know.
Well, there's there's all kinds of crap going on about that. Yeah. Never mind. Let's get on with the comics.
We have a major box hardware chain, might be worldwide, called Home Depot's around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've heard of Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home Depot. They just started their own little version of online classes to teach
good.
anybody who wants to get online practical skills, and you can actually get paper from it, a certification, a certification, I should say, that you actually completed the course. And all the
What, like
courses
cooking an egg?
all the courses are free. No, like how to plumb, how to do plumbing,
Right.
how to do electrical, how to lay bricks, that kind of stuff.
Well,
'Cause-
those are the things that we're missing at the moment. Everybody's missing.
And Home Depot knows that if you go to classes and learn how to do this stuff, maybe you'll buy your shit from them.
Exactly.
So they teach you how to burn your own house down.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I had a dad that taught me all that stuff about plumbing and car work. Car work's another thing that people don't know how to do anymore. You know, like,
Well, it's not that they don't. It's that the modern car is not designed to have somebody under the bonnet.
Yeah.
It's designed for you to take it back to the manufacturer and for them to charge you a bucket load of money so that they can do the work on it, rather than go to an engineer or a garage, a local
They
garage.
literally charge you a bucket load of money to take a machine and plug it in under your dash. that tells you
Exactly,
what's wrong
yes.
with the car.
The more you,
what
the
kind of
more you
component
make
needs to
it-
be changed.
yeah, the more complicated you make it, the easier it is to bust.
Yep.
Yeah.
Too true.
well, I worked in a there's an auto parts place in America called O'Reilly's, and I worked there for a few weeks after I got laid off from my job back in 23. And when someone comes in for like, hey, can I get brake pads for my car? And you're like, what year, make, and model is it? And they look at you and go, oh, I don't know. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Perhaps you could guess for me.
All the time. Yes.
This is why I always talk about the doing things by in a classical way. I hate the old school term, the classical way. When I was at school, when I was 15, I was the only person in the class who was interested in printing, and we had this Adana printing press, which is about the size of a car, and absolutely brilliant. And I used to get pulled out of all sorts of classes, especially maths, which I hated, to print the school magazine, which I also wrote, so that helped it as well. And the football fixtures and all these all the stuff that needed printed. And I used to do it with a composing stick. Some people listening probably won't understand what that is. Composing stick with a pair of tweezers and an uppercase and lowercase set of fonts, and arrange them backwards with space in between.
We've all seen composing sticks. That's what the maestro holds in front of the orchestra and traps the stand. Right?
No.
No.
No. There's Glenn. No. Sort yourself out, Randy.
Yes, back in the days where where you had to like lay out each letter, then you're like, oh, I need an F, and you look over and go, fuck, I'm out of F's.
Yeah.
Have to make one.
Typesetting.
Take an E and don't rub that bottom leg off. Yeah. That didn't come out right, especially on podcasting. So get it off.
All right, Witch's Cauldron.
Speaking of fantastic, complicated classical art, here we go.
Yeah, look at this.
PBR in the house is you can learn all that on YouTube. Yep. Oh, that's the middle of the
Glitch.
comments. Here we go. Rex is in the house. Says hello to everybody.
Hi, Rex.
Hail to the mighty panel and chat. Hi, good morning all. Oh, good morning all. Omer Glitch in the house. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hope you're doing well. Where's the show at? Hello, McFly. Hello. Omer says. Yeah, exactly. Hello.
Hello.
Finally, I thought it was going to be a no-show. Glad you all are on. Sorry, we started 4 minutes late. Just
Now, you
hang
see-
in there. We'll be there.
As you see, that's the youth of today. They can't wait. Next
Matt.
week it'll be 6 minutes.
Yeah. Sometimes it is.
Yes.
all-
Then it'll be
Just to
10.
piss you off.
Morning.
I want
and
it all, and I
afternoon, y'all.
want it now.
Just to learn you're good.
We'll be here one way or another, even if we have to skip a day to do it. Yeah. What'll you call me? What'd you call me? Omer Glitch?
That's because when you said PBR instead of his
Oh.
name. Don't worry. Make yourself big
Sorry.
while you show them comics off. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Here we go. 3 minutes in.
I still didn't need to get the backlog of these. Oh, the backlog of these comics. All right. The backlog of these comics. Yeah. Hope you can. I'm sure there'll be there'll be another print coming around here eventually.
Mm.
Russ, I'll be in touch via email. No,
Who?
no, I love hearing it. Tell us to like and love the stream. Like and love
Yeah,
the stream.
do it.
Do it. Looks beautiful. The best, one of the best maestros with a brush, right there.
Mhm.
That gas.
Yeah, wonderful brushwork.
You just can't argue with his sense of mood or his skill with a brush. Just amazing stuff. It's ancient, just like you guys.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
He's cruising, isn't he, Homer?
You guys read through
Listen,
the
we
During
weren't
the
around.
Bible?
We weren't around drawing the Bible. We wrote the Bible.
Yeah, like I was there at Genesis, mate.
Damn bastards didn't include any of the books I wrote.
Yeah. Getting high in the crowd,
Ugh.
listening to Phil.
Can you please get a hold of that old witch for me? I still have not received my picture from her yet. Takes a few weeks. PBR. We saw what they looked like last issue, though, or last episode.
Well, the problem is that we're that old that photography's not been invented yet, so we have to wait a while.
Yeah, there you go. That too.
Yeah, I just can't sit still for 10 minutes.
You want to get a proper cushion for that.
There's them old pictures. In
Get some ointment.
case you didn't see them last week. PBR.
Somebody's phone is going. What's going on?
Sounds like
My
a,
phone.
sounds like a tanker in the fog.
Not me. It's not me.
See,
It's
Not
not my
me.
phone. Mine's the scratching sound from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So it's not mine.
Somebody just covered it, so
not me.
Not me.
it's muffled
Wasn't
now.
honest. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me at all.
Wasn't me because I don't have a mobile phone. So there you go.
You can learn all that on YouTube. It says, digital sucks. Yep. I blame video games.
Yeah.
Why not? And smartphones. Yeah. I learned how to fix my own stuff because I'm a man.
Yeah.
I got tools for all that stuff.
Stuff.
Decomposing sticks. There you go. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever everyone is. Thanks for being here, Michael. Michael in the house. You guys are like 20 minutes late to the chat. All the chat is out of context. We catch up from time to time. Boomer glitch. We're not.
We're always out of order. So
We admit it. Yeah. Russ, was that Genesis at Wembley Stadium?
I don't know where it was. I was too drugged up.
It's his front room. He thought he was somewhere. He was
Yeah,
that
I
high.
was off my face. It could have been anywhere.
Russ was in a land of confusion at the time.
Yes, check it out.
Poetic justice. Just enough to get a foot out there.
He's stepping through the card, isn't he?
Yeah. Stepping on a hand.
Is this written
Yeah,
by
stepping on a
Gaines
hand,
and
yeah.
the what's his face? It's,
Gaines and Feldstein. Were
Yeah.
the writers.
Feldstein, yeah. Okay.
I got nothing but love for you chaps.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
man. A great pleasure to see this show to start my day. Michael says, thank you, man.
Yeah.
That's why we love doing this stuff, showing this stuff well.
Wow.
Wow, that's dense.
It's an exposition.
Look at that.
There's a lot of words there.
A lot of words.
This-
Yeah.
I have to say that the panel with no border, where the cart is on the right hand page,
Yeah.
that's the standout panel.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
If you look long enough, you'll see some actual artwork.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
A
a
word
combination.
line.
That mutation of words and pictures put together, and sometimes things are wordier than others.
Sometimes things are picturey.
I love the writing that they do. Like if you look on the panel that Russ was talking about when he says, "Hey, here comes Mr. Elliot. Hi, Mr. Elliot. Hi, kids." The girl couldn't just say, "Hi, Mr. Elliot," and him
Hi,
say,
kids.
"Hi, kids."
Yeah, that would have done it, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I think they're getting paid by the word, you know, these guys.
It just said, thanks, Mr. Elliot. Want to make sure you know his name is Mr. Elliot.
And he canned it today, Mr. Elliot. Oh, cheeky fuckers.
Yeah.
Go and buy your own.
Yeah, Mr. Elliot's that guy, right? The one they're calling Mr. Elliot.
This guy here. Yeah, the guy with the glasses. They're calling him Mr. Elliot. I'm pretty sure it's Mr. Elliot.
Okay.
Wasn't Elliot in E.T.?
Yeah.
Elliot.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what, speaking of E.T.,
That's great grandfather.
watch
Here we go.
caught the end of Close Encounters last night. It's absolutely
It
fantastic.
was on, wasn't
I've
it?
not
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
it for ages. It's the best
Yeah.
bit when they go up the mountain, you know, Devil's Tower,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it's called, and it
Yeah.
arrives. Absolutely
Mhm.
outstanding. Brilliant.
E.T. was actually originally envisioned as a sequel to Close Encounters, but then
Was it?
kind of, in doing research for Close Encounters, Steven Spielberg, and I forgot who the writer was, learned about the Kelly Hopkinsville goblin encounter, which is a family in Hopkinsville, I think it's Kentucky. Their home was besieged by goblin-like aliens, and Spielberg was like, "Oh, let's make this the second movie." And so they wrote a script called Dark Skies, and
Oh, another Dark Skies.
Yeah.
it's like Dark Skies. I think Close Encounters Part 2 or something. And the producers were like, "Could you make a family film with this?" It's like, okay. So he wrote E.T.
Right.
Right. Okay. Funny how that title, Dark Skies, has been
Yeah.
Yeah.
used multiple times.
Multiple shows. Yeah.
Multiple shows. Yeah. Yeah.
In that Close Encounters, the best line is when that spaceship's when they're doing all that music thing with it, and when they come off it, and all those pilots come off, and the guy says to these two guys, and one says to the other one, he says, "Einstein was right," and the other guy says, "Einstein was probably one of
Probably
them."
one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! Anyway, it was really good. And I'm not seen it
was
for a
good.
long time. It was really, really good.
Such a good film.
I will never forget seeing it the first time at the theater.
Yeah.
Sitting there with popcorn, that first beat of music that comes in real slow and then comes in and goes bump.
Yeah.
You just go, what the hell?
Yeah, my mum and dad took me to see Star Wars, and then they took me to see Close Encounters, and then they took me to see The Cat from Outer Space. It was not the best trilogy in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of Star Wars and Close Encounters, but The Cat from Outer Space is a classic.
Yeah,
True
Disney
classic.
Disney outdid itself that day.
Yeah, right up there with the computer who wore tennis shoes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Monkey-
you can
Monkey
imagine the executives at Disney saying, "Look at this stuff Spielberg's putting out. What can we come up with? Oh yeah, the cat from that's the one. That's the one.
Cat from outer space. Yeah.
The
We
cat
need to
from
turn the
outer space."
page. We need to turn the page. The crowd's getting restless.
Natives.
Well, we should remind them that it's our show.
Oh, that's an
joking,
ugly
folks.
face, isn't it? It looks a bit like
Which
Piers
one?
Morgan, the one at the top middle.
Yeah, they're all ugly faces. What?
Look at all them words. E.T. is in Close Encounters, and you see him in the shadow of the ramp, top right, I think it was.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, he's also in The Phantom Menace. In the
Yes,
in
there's
the-
a whole family of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do
Speaking
something
of Star
cool.
Wars and bad movies,
The Phantom Menace is a bloody classic compared to what we've had in the last 10 years.
true, yeah. Well, the whole prequel trilogy is actually classic.
Yeah,
compared to what
yeah.
It actually makes sense. When you watch them, yeah. Anyway, Haunt of Fear.
Haunt of Fear. Ghastly Graham Ingalls here. Look at them shadows.
Oh, they're after him because he gives the kids toffees.
That's a dog hanging outside of the
Yeah.
panel border there.
Sorry, I just looked up E.T. in Close Encounters in the images section, and I managed to get a woman that has boobs out.
Oh, well, there you go, you see.
That's what happens when you cruise
How
the
do you
net,
get
Russ. Yeah.
It's the musings of Madame Frisky. E.T. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. There you go. How did I get there?
Obviously, it was the wrong version of E.T. It'd be E.T. the extra testicle.
Yeah,
Read the chat, you mooks.
I'm kind of
Chemtails Fridays, 4
We're not,
days
we're not here to talk about our porn career.
is desperate for us to read his chat. So
Who is that? Do something cool?
yeah, we don't do cool.
Read the chat, you mooks.
You mooks. Now number one.
Number one.
I'm kind of reading the captions on this story here, and I think this is one of the ones they adapted for the movie in the 70s, I believe.
70s. What one was that?
Yeah, there's a British movie in the 70s and it had Peter Cushing, Lena Melanie was in it.
Yes, I remember now. That was Hammer.
Yeah.
No, it was Amicus.
Was it Amicus? Ah,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah, we're going to do a trilogy of them: Tales from the Crypt, The Haunt of Fear, and Vault of Horror. But they went out of the company. I think went out of business before they got to The Haunt of Fear. So they just
Was
had
that
Tales from
the
Crypt and Vault of
shop?
Horror.
Was that the one with the shop, or was it the one with the train?
It's the one where the people are at doing a tour through Highgate Cemetery, and they all get lost,
right.
and they see the
Okay.
crypt keeper, and he tells them like the stories of how they're going to die, and
Yeah.
twist ending. They're all already dead, and
Yeah.
they're in hell. But yeah,
You can probably find that movie if you look hard enough on Pluto or Tubi.
I think it is on Tubi, I believe. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because he crawls out of the leaves the guy's heart in a Valentine's. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Lord.
Got a package that's bloody and sticky. Nope, not advertising photographs.
Yep, kitties. Harold's heart was in the neat little package, all bloody and sticky. Well, don't look so shocked. That's what you send on St. Valentine's Day, isn't it? Hearts? Wah! Not real ones? Gulp. And I've been doing it for years. No wonder I'm not popular. Now, if you can still hold the chimney,
The crummy.
oh, this
Crummy
this
mag.
Crummy.
crummy mag, turn to the vault keeper. He's got his own yarn to tattoo. Bye. See you later.
I have photograph.
Yarn tattoo, yeah. On a dead man's chest. I guess it is a tattoo story. Look at that.
Yeah, this one was done for the TV show with
The great Johnny Craig here.
if I'm not mistaken, the episode had Tia Carrere in it.
Hmm.
You down and answer it yourself. I'm dressing. Ranch or Thousand Island? Anyway. Get that.
Johnny Craig.
Great. Yeah.
That's great.
You can see the heavy Milt Caniff influence here.
Yes, especially on the girls' faces.
Yeah. The ink work.
Look at that. Look at that line, man. That jaw there. Look at it at the bottom. That girl. Fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That's really confident stroke there. Wow.
It's really pulling her to the front.
Yeah.
Thinning him out really hard so he drops
It's
back.
it's the kind of thing that what's he called used to do, isn't it? Used to do Thor and Fantastic Chickstone.
Yeah.
Chickstone used to do that kind of line.
This is all cross hatching up here.
Yeah.
Done by hand. Here as well.
Just think now you could do that just by pressing a button.
Yeah. Takes all the fun out of it.
Think how many times you could change it and not save any time by just drawing it.
Yeah.
That's great.
A lot of playing with heavy, thick, thin here.
Yeah.
A lot of extremes in places. Stuff dropped back, pushed forward. He didn't continue. He's got the line here around her neck, but he didn't continue it around her hair at all.
Mm. I like the way he doesn't do the backgrounds all the time.
Yeah.
Just keeps reminding you of the background.
Mm-hmm. Or does little cheats here and there, a little bit of cross hatchings. And
Yeah.
lines. Don't need a lot, just enough to remind people where you're at. Yeah. Especially when you're dealing with this much verbiage. I mean, you really have to be plain and simple on this stuff in order to get your point across. I'm not sure, Larry. Everything you said is true. I didn't mind being married to him so much until you came. Come here, baby. Should be a right there.
Oh,
Yeah, it should be a smack.
got something in your teeth.
Look at its chest.
Chest. It's
Oh,
an alien.
So is that the brother and he's hooked up with her and they're going to kill him? Is that right?
Yeah.
To get the money.
Hold him, Larry. Hold him.
She's going to hit him with a massive sausage.
No. He's dead.
That's all she's got. That's
Oh,
all
she's
that
it.
she could grab in the living room fast enough.
Oh, yeah.
Or the bedroom, I should say. She come out
Look
with a
at that.
gigantic sausage.
Look at that. It says Helen brought the heavy club down on Steve's school again and again. Finally, the flabby shit line owner went limp. The flabby. Oh, dear. Just one more. Oh, nutcase.
The flabby ship line
Yeah, ship line
owner went limp. His head, a soggy, oozing mass of red. That's enough, Ellen. That's enough. He's dead.
Oh,
Gasp, gasp. Last. Just one more. Just one. Just wanted to make sure.
she's off a rocker.
Everybody says, yeah, Russ, that's what I would tell my parents when they would find my nudie mags. I was looking for E.T. Yeah. Look at his chest.
Look at that.
Helen, put down that gun. You're mad. His chest, the cops.
Blam, blam.
I'll get it off myself after I've killed you in self-defense. Blam, blam.
Self-defense, he's not doing anything to her.
And I'll still have Steve's dough.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. They found Helen sitting beside Steve's body, surrounded by acids, ammonia, bleaches, and sandpaper. She was babbling incoherently. She's off her rocker, completely out of her mind.
Has he got strange nipples, that bloke?
She's trying to remove this old boy's tattoo. Hey, look at it, Bert. Yeah. The tattoo on Steve's chest had changed. It no longer depicted the three of them arm in arm. Instead, it showed Larry holding Steve fast while Helen struck him with a club. And on the chest of the tattooed figure of Steve was a tiny tattoo. It showed Larry holding Steve while Helen struggled with a club. And on the chest, it's an infinity mirror on his chest. Over and over again, the same image, only smaller. A picture and a picture and a picture and so on. Hey, kiddies, the funny thing about it all is that Helen wouldn't rub out the tattoo after she'd rubbed out Larry and Steve, which just goes to prove that the pen is mightier than the sword, or is it needle a tattoo artist uses. Oh, well, I was never a stickler for detail. But pin me down. Don't pin me down. Bye now. Next comes, you should pardon the expression, the text. And go ahead, read it.
Wow, it's now become meta.
Yeah. It's the text, Brat. Shock suspense stories, picture stories from the Bible.
Yeah, they go together.
They do. Letters column. And then till death do we part. Joe Orlando.
Wow.
Credited too.
Look at all that ink.
Yeah.
Is that Marty Feldman at the top right with the eye?
Yeah.
Yeah. What hump?
Yeah, it's the old witch. What hump? Yeah,
Walk this way.
She's all yours.
Yeah.
Time is it, Ernie? 11:15. You got 17 minutes. The watchman doesn't get here till past.
Did Joe Orlando draw a couple of issues of Daredevil?
Yeah. He was in the mix with Wally Wood there.
Yeah, and Bill Everett, was it the
Bill
first
Everett. Yeah, Bill Everett did the first one.
one? Was that the story where they found him in the bath and he'd been there for 3 days or something?
Yeah, that was
drunk.
number
He
one.
He was drunk or something.
Yeah, I think they were a week or a week and a half out of the printing deadline, and they couldn't find him, so they had no progress report from him, so they sent somebody to his house and found him drunk in the bathtub.
Is that when Kirby did the Avengers?
Yeah, issue not nearly done. Kirby kicked out Avengers 1 in like a week so that they could hit their print deadline.
Wow.
Clang, 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 clang. Thump. Be at my flat.
Thump. That guy who's being thumped in that panel looks like Will Eisner with that pipe, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's kind of looser, I should say, more cartoonier in some spots than others.
Yeah. But then again, it's 10 years, 14 years before Daredevil, is it? Something like that? 12 years?
Yeah.
Long time.
Does a lot of illustration work between now and then. Orlando does.
Yeah.
A lot of comic work. Look at how realistic that looks. Inking on that's crazy good. That line here on the side of the head might have been a little thicker, but I'm sure the colors will catch it. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's one of them hands. Gil Kane.
What's wrong with him? Why is he dying? What's up with him?
He's hit. The hammering footsteps faded away into the night. Ernie lay face downward in the butter.
Butter.
After his fleeing partner.
He's been shot, hasn't
he? Yeah, shot.
Be face down in the gutter.
Silence closed in. Then Ernie heard the clatter of feet. The policeman came up as a policeman come up to him. One of them rolled Ernie over. No need to worry about this guy. He'll be here when we get back. Come on, let's get the other one. He still got up. Yeah. Pain, numb, don't feel bullet. Got to get to Tommy. Got to. He's struggling. Cops all wrong. Tommy will get away. He's smart. He'll lose him. I can get across this street. I'll be okay. Gasp, gasp. Everything's gonna be all right now. Half an hour after half an hour of limping. Half an hour later, half an hour of limping through backyards, tottering across vacant lots and scaling high board fences. Ernie finally reached the flat. Ernie could hear someone moving around inside. He opened the door cautiously. Tommy, I knew you'd get away. I got hit, Tommy. Huh? Stupid fool. Had to go get in the way of a slug. Gotta get me a doctor, Tommy. I'm dying. Oh, I ain't gonna hang around here. I'm gonna head for the border. He's going to Taco Bell, folks. Tommy, you can't gonna run out on me, are you? You ain't gonna run out on me, are you? Not me. I'm not gonna get caught. Tommy, wait, don't leave me. Don't run out on me. Get me a doc for, please. 30 grand. That ain't bad at all. Don't leave me. What happened? Some boys robbed a safe. Tommy, where are you? All right, get back, get back. I've been shot. You got to get me to a doctor. Okay, Flattery, take him away. Oh, he's already dead. Good Lord. That's me lying there. I'm dead, dead. Hey, Lieutenant, just came over the radio. They got the other one trying to leave town. He's dead too. Ernie, no wonder Tommy didn't hear you. You didn't stand a ghost of a chance of him hearing you. But don't lose spirit. He'll be able to hear you now. By the way, the cops found something strange on Ernie's corpse. His watch. It was 4 minutes slow. Led to his windup, eh? And if you'd like to wind up behind the 8-ball, that is, just send for my autographed 5x7 photo. Read my corner, the old witch's niche, for all the info on getting it.
You finally got there.
Got there, yeah.
What's
Got to buy that
cooking?
photo, folks.
Jack Davis.
The great.
Wow. Look at all that cross action behind that figure.
Mm-hmm. That's something.
That's great, isn't it?
That's the thin pen. Scratch, 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 scratch. Yep. A little bit of brushwork. Blobbing it.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Great. Yeah, it's fantastic.
What's cooking? A lot of words again.
Yeah. He's setting up shop. Made himself a chicken place. What are you doing up there, Herman? Looks like Eric's making the roof over, Charlie. The chicken coop. Hey, that's pretty snazzy, Eric. This ought to attract attention, eh, boys?
Do you remember, can I just interrupt you? A couple of months ago, we were saying about, we wondered whether these strips were lettered first and the artist got the lettered boards.
Yeah.
If that's the case, and I know we all believe it is, if that's the case, it really does two things with the artwork. It zeroes the artist's attention to the space he's got to move the story on.
Mm-hmm.
And these people are doing it so well. But it's a really good learning curve. It's like, back to what we started the program with. I doubt there's a YouTube tutorial that's going to show you how to do that. You've got to work that out.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, these artists became products of their own experience.
Yeah, you have to learn. You have to be presented with that blank page, apart from the lettering, and then get the description of what's being said, and then do it, and do it, and then do it so well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What a great thing to learn. What a great experience to learn. You might do this for 2 years, then never have to do it again, but that experience will be in your head and you'll know what to do.
And it will inform whatever you do going forward.
Yes.
Even though you don't need to do that specific thing again, the skills that you learn doing it will make you a better creator.
That's right. There's no experience is wasted, and but today people don't have experiences because a tutorial or an app will do it for them.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw a video where somebody was getting upset about all these people doing AI art on Etsy, and I appreciated what you were saying. I agreed with it. You know, it's like if it's AI, it's not art. That's my personal view.
Mhm.
It's created by a computer. It's not art.
Okay.
So I kind of saw what he was going, but then he started saying that there are plenty of other people out there who don't sort of make these AI tools or do this AI art that you can support. And he showed a couple of examples, and one of them was someone who was literally you can get a pen, you can get like a nib or whatever it is, a brush, and it can be a shape. Well,
Mhm.
the brush was multiple different sets of mouths.
Oh god.
And he was saying, now this creator's really good, and they've actually done this, and they're selling. It's like, yeah, they might have drawn those mouths, and now they've made them each into a different brush. But the people that are using them aren't drawing their own bloody mouths.
No,
Yeah.
that's right.
They're
That's
just
right.
using the brush mouth.
Yeah.
That lessens their artistic output. It's very simple. And so, as much as I appreciated what he was saying about AI, and as much as I believe that just because you use a digital tool does not make you any less than a physical tool, the only difference is you get a physical output from it. At the same time, that does lessen you. That does lessen your output. That does lessen the artistic expression because you're using somebody else's drawing every time you touch the screen. It's like
it's the same thing as like having a sheet of pre-drawn mouths and just cutting them out and gluing them on. It's
yeah. Well, even then, it wouldn't be so bad if you'd drawn them yourself.
Yeah. And the
Do you know what I
thing-
mean? If you'd drawn them all and gone, right, I'm going to use them as I'm never going to draw another mouth. I'm just going to use the 500 mouths that I've drawn. Okay, but at least you drew them.
But the other thing is if you and I, Russ, got that software to do that, even though we were drawing a different comic, all the mouths would be the same as your comic.
Exactly.
In my comic.
Yeah.
Exactly. That would be like
Crazy.
that series we that show with the moving mouths and the cartoons.
Clutch Cargo.
Clutch. It would be like taking it would be like taking Rocky and putting the same mouths over the top of it. Hello. It would just be ridiculous. It's like that's the same mouth that I saw on Clutch Cargo. What's that doing?
Don't use my mouth.
But it just the whole thing is just. But I think people like to, and please, anybody out there who do use digital tools, this is not an attack on you because I use digital tools, okay? But it does seem that the further it goes, the more digital tools do stuff for you, and that's not art. That isn't. It isn't. So stop it. Get yourself a pencil and a piece of paper.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm becoming quite sort of black and white about this now, whereas I wasn't before, and I'm sort of I'm edging towards rebellion.
Yeah. I mean, I've had to argue, or I've been in arguments before about AI where people who really don't know the art side of things say stuff like, "Well, that's just the same as using Photoshop," and
no, it's not.
No, it's not, because
no.
When you're doing art digitally versus using AI, there's still a human hand behind it.
Exactly.
It's not a prompt in a computer that just spits out bull crap. It's someone actually drawing on it, going, "Oh no, this doesn't look right," getting rid of it, then redoing it. And
however, if your brush literally produces portions of what you're drawing, that ain't art either.
Yeah.
That's collage. I suppose you could call that art, but it's not yours. It's not your art, is it? You've just taken somebody else's mouth and just put it on your drawing. That's shit. I don't care what anyone says. That's shit.
Yeah, that's completely different from drawing the mouth yourself each time you're drawing. Each time
Exactly.
there's a mouth.
Yeah, and that's the kind of some of the sort of the love hate I have. I can understand why people use 3D objects. I can appreciate it, right? And then when people use photographic reference, which is a slightly different kettle of fish, but if you're tracing, you're tracing. It's as simple as that. You need to learn how to do it yourself.
Yeah, or like Alex Melly when he was on Daredevil some years ago. He was just taking photographs of people, like the models he'd hire,
Yeah.
pose and stuff, and then making them look like pencils in Photoshop. It's like, no.
Yeah, no. I know that there are a few artists now in the mainstream. I look at their work, okay, and I can see that they've inked their work physically. So I know that it's a physical piece of work, but I can guarantee you that they have photographs and that they've in some way traced the photograph.
Yeah.
And there's several mainstream artists out there doing that right now.
Yeah.
A couple of which I had huge respect for and really loved their art. And now I'm kind of moving away from it because I can see what they're doing. I can see they're literally just taking, stuff. And don't get me wrong, it's like, like Steranko and Kirby. Both of them got photographic stuff and chucked it in and did these different collages with it. And that was great. It was creative. It worked. But it wasn't like a constant tracing of stuff, was it? It was like it was mixing it up and doing different things, not creating your page and tracing every background you could find, and then even tracing people. And it's like, no, please stop doing that. Some of these artists are better than that. Stop it.
Yeah.
And I think some of that is to do with the fact that they're not getting paid as much and they have to, be incredibly quick. And it's taking away. I mean, everybody needs to hit deadlines and what have you. But all you have to do is look at the way comics used to be and the deadlines that the guys used to hit, and it was all down to literally just down to talent. But there you go. I'll get off my soapbox now. Sorry.
Well, you go and you look at the Marvel stuff, especially during their Bronze Age when they were in Silver Age when they were raging. These workhorses out there just knocking them out like Kirby and Romita and all of that. You don't see that nowadays.
Well, just look at what we've got in front of us now.
Yeah,
there were no tools outside of a pencil, a brush, a pen. That's it.
And your imagination.
Yeah. Imagination.
Everybody had thorough reference files, file cabinets filled with reference files.
But I used to, and that's and that's what I think. You can. There's no reason why you can't embrace modern technology. I don't have those anymore because there's Google.
Yeah.
Okay, I can Google reference literally in seconds and go, that's what that looks like. But it doesn't mean I trace it. And the other thing with the whole 3D thing, when you get 3D stuff and you manipulate it in a certain way, you're not letting the free flow of sequential art creation come through. If you're relying on reference, if you're relying on 3D technology to create the pictures that you're making, then you're not flowing, and it comes out in the story.
And one thing that really takes talent is if you're using photo reference of, say, just off the top of my head, a building. Like you see an interesting building and you're like, I'd like this scene to take place around that. But you only have one photograph. Real talent like you can draw that building from any angle using just one one photograph from one shot because you know how buildings work. You've studied perspective.
Exactly.
How like one column would look one way. One window would look another way. I
would say that is photo reference.
Yeah.
Seeing people, even to a degree, seeing people literally copying a piece of photo reference. That's not the point. All you're doing is just copying the images in front of you, however beautiful that piece of work may look in the end. And what we're focusing on is sequential art, which is a whole different kettle of fish. You're not an illustrator. You're a sequential artist. You're telling a story, which means you have to have flow within the panels. You have to know what you put in, what you don't put in. And you have to be able to take that reference and, like you say, put it in any situation at any angle.
Yeah, they bring this guy's chicken restaurant down, and he comes back from the dead, out of the flames.
Is he Kentucky Fried?
The fat, the fat, and the thing
most likely
disappear into the night, a blackened and charred figure crawls
char grilled.
painfully from the flaming house, howling like a dog that
Oh.
has just been struck by a car. Aye. The door,
Arr.
the odor of burned flesh fills the night as the scorched figure drags itself along, its blood curdling screams of agony echoing into the darkness.
Yeah, well, there you go, down the bottom. Look, this one's been gulp broiled, and this other one's been southern fried.
Fried.
Frying tonight.
People that killed him, yeah. He goes, hey, hey, now my tale is done, kiddies. Well done. I hope it's left you with a ravishing appetite. What? Not hungry?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. I thought you might like to join me at the chicken coop. Where is it? Why, next time you go out driving, look for it. They have the most delicious broiled food. Or do you like your southern fried? Well, that winds up the old hag's mag. Well, I'll see you next in mine, Tales from the Crypt. Bye now.
No ad for a photograph. No mention
No.
of a photograph.
Yeah, well, like she's tempted you in. You've sent the money. That's it. She's just gonna ignore you now.
Yeah.
Photograph? What photograph? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember. Were the photographs offered near the end of EC's run? Because I'm just thinking of
this is about in the middle.
Oh, okay, because I'm just thinking of all these like kids sending in $1 for a photograph and never getting one.
Yeah. When we leave off here, ET is in. Close Encounters, Poopy Ducklings. Do something cool.
That's a long way back.
Read the chat, you mooks.
Sort yourself out, Randy.
Yeah, what else? EP, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we are. That's nothing there. Hit that like button, folks. I thought we were missing a bunch of chat, but apparently not. If you like the tales in this magazine, be sure to read the latest exciting yarns, always found in these other new trend EC comics.
Look at that name, Morton Macabre.
Yeah, morsels of madness. Crazily concocted by me, the old witch, mistress of the haunt of fear. Well, the fire under my cauldron is lit, and the revolting recipe is ready for retching to come in. Oh, dear friends, sit down beside me. Don your dribble cups, knot your napkins about your necks, and I'll dish out another of my tasty tales of terror. I call it Morbid Mouthful for the Love of Death. Yeah. Morton Macabre.
Yeah, it's like that was out of sounds like he's out of a Dickens story, doesn't he?
Yeah. See, blasted newspaper boy. He's late again. Why can't he ever get here on time?
Yeah, a lot of
you're saying.
A lot of the Ingalls stories did take place in like Victorian era or earlier. You know, they were very like classically Gothic.
Yeah.
Look at that smile.
What a great shot of the paper on the step there, and he picks it up in that third panel. That's great. Great angle.
Yeah. I find amusing is he has to duck to get out of the way of the word balloons.
Yeah, sometimes I do stuff like that just to fit the character in the panel.
Yeah.
What an exquisite coffin. How nice.
Abner P. Wigginbottom.
Oh, yes. Satin lining. Now that he's dead, they mourn him. Their fears fall for him. Oh, their tears fall for him. When the funeral procession reached the cemetery, Morton followed the others to the open, what was that, mourning grave? To the open, I can't read that word.
Which
Yawning. To the open yawning grave. So one time in Morrison's existence, when the evils are forgotten and his virtues are extolled, eulogized. Ah, that's kind of hot. Coffin being lowered into the ground there.
Yeah.
If only man could treat his fellow man with this respect and love all through his lifetime, instead of after he is dead. That's why I come to every funeral I can, because here at least I can watch a person being treated with the dignity he never enjoyed while he lived.
An odd shaped head, this guy, hasn't it? Changes with every panel.
Yeah. Crazy expressive, though.
Mm.
It's a nice focusing on this lamp and then the light source.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Another great name, Phineas.
Yeah. Don't hear that name very often anymore.
No, didn't hear it very often then either.
Oh, look at that. Old Phineas always takes his constitutional before retiring. I've seen him so many times. Ah, there he is now. There he comes now.
Ew.
Yeah.
Old Phineas
Ooh, gets in.
certainly was surprised when Morty sprang from the bushes. Why you could wave. Oh, you could have knocked him over with a feather. Morty used the knife. Arrgh.
Arg.
Look at those shoes in that last panel, those boots.
Yeah.
I think he should have broken them out of the line, but there you go.
Sorry, Mr. Wilkerson, but I must make sure your family requests a closed coffin ceremony. Stabbing him in the face. Mr. McCawber left Mr. Wilkerson. There was no doubt about that. Even an expert undertaker didn't stand a chance. Hey.
So Michael's off. Goodbye, Michael. Thanks for being with us.
Michael's off.
Yeah.
And here, cut the 3D art. Thoughts on 3D art and comic books? And everyone is anti-AI, but CGI type work has a fine line. Why is CGI okay and AI isn't?
It isn't.
It isn't. What if the computer made the image and artists touched it up?
I'm not fine with that personally.
Well, there's your point.
Yeah.
Huratan, there's your point. What if the computer made the image and the artist touched it up? That's exactly what we've been saying, or thereabouts. It's not your image, is it? If the computer's made the image, whatever you do with it, it's not your image.
Even if you were clever enough to be able to manipulate a piece of software like Blender or whatever to create the image you're doing, I can see I can see why that would have some. I would see the creative input into that. So, like, there are people out there that literally make the 3D elements themselves, put together the skin, and do that, and then if they're able to touch that up afterwards, I would consider that to be artistic. I would consider that to be illustrative. And so it's not quite the same as AI, because you're at least, I would see that as a digital tool. You're at least building it yourself.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? If you're building something from the ground up, then fine. If the computer makes it for you, then no.
Yeah.
I see it as pretty much a binary thing. If your creative output, if the image that you have is built from a prompt, literally you type something in and the computer does it for you, you are not an artist.
Yeah.
You're just a typist, okay, with an idea. All right. If you go into Maya or Blender or whatever, and you think, right, I'm going to make this thing out of 3D elements, and I'm going to build it from the ground up with my 3D elements, even with sort of help from the computer, as it were, because it's your creative process. You've done it from the word go all the way up to an output. Then that's valid. That's art. That's what you're doing. You're creating, because it's you that made it. You made it.
Is that you? Whatever tool you use, whether it's your finger in mud or the pens that you use, Ross.
Yeah.
If you look at that pen, if you look at that mud, and you look at that pen, it won't do anything.
No, you have to make it do it.
You're only using that as a tool.
Yeah, exactly.
But AI is doing it for you.
He's doing it for exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of agreeing there with Huritan. It's like, if you make it with whatever tools you make it with, but it's you that makes it, then yes, it is art in my view.
Yeah.
But if you literally just tap in a prompt and get the computer to make it for you, then no, it isn't your art, is it?
That's right.
Because you haven't done anything. All you've done is put a prompt in.
Yeah, now it's getting so bad that now entire books are being written with AI. Just an example, and I'm not trying to get political. This is just an example, to show the point I'm trying to make. When Charlie Kirk was killed, like the next day, there's all these books showing up on Amazon about the life of Charlie Kirk and all this stuff. And, just in that short amount of time, entire books were prompted through AI about a subject.
There's a lot of that going on Amazon, because all that is just somebody saying to an AI thing, go to Wikipedia and get all you can out of it and put it into some kind of format that you can put into a book. It's not somebody literally going and researching it and giving you their opinions on it and putting, the human aspect to it. No, and that's the problem. But the AI has its own problem, because now there's so much of that crap out there. AI is now consuming itself. And spitting out more ridiculous things. So, but I think it's a binary thing. I think if you did it, literally you did it, no matter what the tool, then it's art. It's, but the other thing is it's not just about art in this case. It comes down to comic strip as well, sequential art. Mm-hmm. Personally, after doing it both ways, I would always come down on real work, as in you don't trace anything specific. I mean, and I say that in specific. You use references, but they are references, not things to be literally traced into a book. So, and like I say, collage is perfectly acceptable because the greats did it. But just sort of constantly doing it kind of
making that the basis of your art.
It defeats the point of comic books. I think what's always been so fantastic about the medium is the fact that you have so many, as many different styles as there are artists, and it creates such a diversity, and it makes it so much more. It makes the whole thing richer. And I've also got myself in bother in the past with saying that some people's styles are literally just there to mask an inability. They don't know the rules. They don't know how to produce, say, anatomy correctly, and they hide that with their style. But you can pick out the people who damn well know what they're doing, and then extend their style. A perfect example would be Mike Minola.
Yeah. His
Like
feet.
his style is simplistic, but at the same time weird and extended, and you know for a fact he knows how to draw.
Yeah, you've got to know it to be able to leave it out.
Exactly. Whereas a lot of people come at it from the other perspective, like, oh, I'll just hide this with the style. It always comes back in the end. So all you need to do is go look at the greats, and you can see it. You can absolutely see it. So yeah, I think it's slightly different for comic book sequential art, but yeah, I think it's a fair point, Huriton.
See, I agree with all that, except the last thing you said, Russ. It's not, you say, go and look at the greats, you can see it. Well, that's the problem. A lot of people can't.
Yeah, well, okay. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Got to have your eyes open to see, haven't you?
That's right.
Matt Black, if there's one thing I have learned today after listening to Russ is I still can't draw.
I told you that years ago, Matthew.
Michael's got to get going. We said that way earlier. I'll catch you the rest of the show in the recording. Have a great rest of your day. And may this coming
great
week
you came by
for you all. Thanks.
Thank you, Michael. And Huriton as well. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah.
Everybody who swings by, we appreciate you. Hit that like button. Help our algorithm.
This guy's got a funny mouth.
This guy's got a lot of problems. The old man realizes that the only time you get any proper respect is when you're dead. So he goes out and he finds somebody with a similar background to his and kills him and cuts up his face. So he has to have a closed casket ceremony so he can substitute himself in the casket and listen to what he feels will be close to his own funeral and all of the niceness. Those flowers are for me.
Yeah, I like on the left-hand page that hobo has a very tiny face.
Yeah, it's weird. His mouth is really weird. It's
even smaller on the left-hand page. The first panel in the middle of the middle row.
It looks like he should be saying, "Got a pretty mouth, don't he?
Got a pretty mouth."
Picking his nose.
Is that all the noises he can hear? They're all crying. No, he's just picking his nose.
$50 is $50. Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
Tree fitty.
Tree fitty.
Let's see what happens, Randy.
I say he's going to be cremated.
Yeah, I think it's going to go all Leroy Jenkins, if you ask me.
Services.
It's not going to go well.
About to begin services for me. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kentucky Fried.
Oh, dear.
Commit this last remains to the consuming fires of the crematorium. Dear. One's desired. 2 instructions we commit his last remains. Yep. Fires of the crematorium. That's a hot one, eh, kiddies? By the time Morty Boy realized that what was happening, it's pretty burned up. The roaring fire and something.
Adoring. The roaring fire and adoring something. I can't see it's on the curve.
Change glasses way too often anymore. It's burned up. The roaring fire and the adoring sobs of remorse from the mourners drowned out his screams. So Morty found out what it felt like to enjoy one's own funeral. It gave him a warm feeling through and through. By the way, Amos finally gave up waiting for his $50 deal, after a couple of hours, but the vault keeper won't. So I'll turn you over to him for his terror tidbit. See you later. Fed up. by Johnny Craig.
By the title, I think something has to do with the guy eating because he's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's got a sword behind her back, so might mean something.
Skewers.
No, she's a
Oh,
sword
dear.
swallower.
Deep throat.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, check her out.
It's at about 18 years too early.
Yeah,
She can fit that all the way in.
All the way.
that's what she said. 12 inch dagger. Oh, God.
So she could fit a long thing in her
Unusual.
mouth. Interesting.
Yeah.
Unusual. Usually they're even spaced. The tears. This
Yeah.
is larger, thinner. It's kind of odd. It's that way all the way through. And she also had to duck to get out of the way of the balloons.
Yeah, she's got that Eisner Caniff face as well, hasn't she?
Yeah, very much so. Yep. Look at that.
Great,
Interesting.
yeah, great look on his face there.
Yeah.
Brilliant. This Johnny Craig.
Yeah. Don't worry, Sandra, you'll be big time yet. You wait and see. Just wait and burp. Alex, you're disgusting. Huh? Look at you. You eat up every dime we get. You've grown big and fat. Eat. That's all you do. Eat and belch.
What else is there?
Sandra, what burp? For 8 years, I've tried to save to buy a something neon sword so we could get into the big time. But I can't save a cent. You spend it all, stuffing your face. I'm giving you a few extra dollars a week, Sandra. Put it away and buy that neon sword. Your act could use something. Oh, thank you, Mr. Whatever that is. Munblatt. Thank you.
Yeah, what a strange name. Unwrapped.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yes, Alec, just a moment. It's, $200. 2 more paydays and I'll have enough. Then it's time. Then it's the big time for Alec and me. And he can eat till he busts. All that effort for a neon sword.
Oh no, he's taking the money. Oh.
I couldn't help it, Sandra.
Oh, he's going to teach him to.
Going to teach you to be a sword swallower too. Me? No, don't. I couldn't. Yes, you could. I'll teach you the secret. How to relax your throat. You'd like to eat steaks and pheasants every day, wouldn't you? Yeah, sure. It's easy, Alex. Alec. Here, let me show you. Stand up. Now look up. Like this. Perfect, Alec.
Great hands there, looking being tied up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an attitude towards obesity right there in the subtext.
Yeah.
Alex. Teaching him to relax his throat until the sword was down. There. See, that was easy, isn't it? Uh-huh. Good. Suddenly, Sandra grabbed Alec's wrist, twisted his arms behind his back. Swiftly, she wrapped the strand of rope around his wrists, securing them tightly. There, Alec, there. Now you can do nothing. Nothing.
Except die.
It's a
Sandra
pretty,
started out the door,
pretty gruesome story.
That is pretty gruesome, actually.
stood wide-eyed, his hands tied behind him, the sword handle sticking out of his mouth like some misshapen tongue. I'm leaving you, Alex. I'm going to lock you in. There's a good crowd out there today. No one will hear you. Sandra slipped out. Alec listened to the key turn to the lock. He dared not move. He stood, something
Rigid.
rigid, listening as Sandra's voice drifted to him. Be careful, Alec. The least little movement might send the sword blade through your chest. Don't even breathe hard. And above all, try not to belch.
Jesus Christ.
So listen to read the last balloon. That's the funniest.
Which brings us to an important point, eh, kiddies? Get it? Well, Alec will. After the meal, he just put away, but definitely. So Alec finally swallowed a bit more than he could chew. A regular cut up, that guy. Well, Mr. Mouthings finally penetrated his wife's good heart. Now hers will penetrate his. Now I'll turn you back to the old wit. Bye, burp. Well, excuse you. What? It wasn't you? Oh. There goes Alec.
There goes Alec. That's pretty sick.
Whoop.
Correct.
Well, definitely a subtext. There's something I was watching a World War II documentary the other day, and there were no fat people in it.
No.
Amazing how that works.
Not one. And I'm not saying that these people were. This was at the start of the war. Okay, it was a whole bunch of girls in the war room, like putting around the troops and the planes and everything. And then they showed people out in the streets, and there was not one fat person. Not one. It just shows you the crap that we're all eating. That's the problem.
Yep. Shock suspense stories. Tales, picture stories from the Bible again.
Of course, you probably couldn't have got into a cockpit if you were that big.
No.
True. Yeah.
Would have been difficult.
Yep.
All the ads in these magazines for picture stories of the Bible, I'm kind of wondering if they just had like a large back stock they couldn't get rid of, and they're just trying to get rid of them.
No, they literally sold the hell out of them. Forgive the pun, but they reprinted that book like there was no tomorrow. Sold through the Christian bookstores like a nut. Yeah. The picture stories from the Bible, from what I've read, was the biggest reprinted book of all time until Star Wars: A New Hope. The biggest comic book that was ever reprinted, the most.
Wow.
Was picture stories from the Bible until that Star Wars, Howard Chaykin's adaptation of Star Wars come out. And then Marvel printed that in as many formats as they could think of.
There's a lesson to be learned there somewhere.
Smoke them while you got them.
I was going to say that Star Wars was more popular than Jesus, but okay.
Along with the Beatles, yeah.
Minor error. Jack the Great, Jack Kamen. See, the majority of his work was in the shock suspense stories material.
Yeah.
Little kids this time. It's breaking that panel border. It's nice. Here as well. He decided to extend it over. Should have gone here.
Yeah.
But he moved it. Same thing here. Bumped into both ways.
Yeah.
Trying to get more space.
Yeah, if you look at that top tier, that top strip, the top two panels, I should say, that you were just saying about where he's moved it over. If you look at it, if you draw that line down, which obviously cuts that kid in half, but it leaves a lot of space behind the other kid's back, which is why he's done it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, he's moved him over. That's good thinking.
Mm-hmm.
What does he do? What does he do the whiskers with? Is it just cross hatching? That guy's whiskers at the bottom there on the left. Bottom
Here?
left. No, the left.
Left.
Yeah.
That's line work. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like a tint.
It's a pen. It's a pen. Thin line pen. Like a calligraphy point.
Yep.
Remember too, they're drawing a little bit bigger than what we were used to. They're drawing two up here as well. So yeah. That's definitely pen work here.
Fabulous artwork.
A lot of this other work is brush. You can tell that like the hair, for example, is brushed in.
Yeah.
Very rich.
Yeah.
And as big as this artwork was, it's nowhere as big as Philippe Droulier from France.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, like his boards would cover a whole table.
Wow.
And I'm talking about like a kitchen table, not a drawing table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that hair. Wow.
That was my stomach growling, by the way.
I'm gonna say lunchtime for somebody. A lot of nice shadow work here. Shading work. He's a vampire. Golly. He's hitting him on the head.
Thanks for telling me.
We're out of here.
Holy cow.
He's taking something out of the canter. Oh, out of the carton. It's a gallon jug. Holy
like
cow.
Burn.
Draining the blood into the jug. I feel sick. Come on, we've seen enough. No wonder he keeps Ezra locked up. He's heard Ezra'll talk. We got to do something. The cops never believe Ezra's uncle is a vampire. Then we've got to destroy him ourselves. Vampires sleep during the day. Now, here's what we'll do. We're going to go through and kill our guy's uncle because he's a vampire.
Yes.
They go through and they kill the
Sorry.
uncle. He's
That
dead.
bottom panel he's the vampire, and they're like, "Oh, we were made a mistake." Lisa lands like, "We made a mistake."
Whoops.
Whoops!
Down here in the cellar.
No.
Oh, wow. Yep. Just
Oh, golly.
vampire.
Golly.
He goes, we made a mistake. The old witch goes, you sure did, kiddo. That's because you didn't read my comic book carefully. Vampires sleep in coffins, not beds, and they drink blood. They didn't collect it. Yep.
He could have been collecting it to drink for later.
Little
Yeah,
Ezra
yeah.
was the vampire. So was his mommy and daddy. Uncle was just taking care of him because he loved the child. Of course, that meant getting blood for the thirsty little tyke, at least till he was old enough to go out and get his own. And if you'd like to see
Here we
your
go.
own picture of me, that is, read my column, The Witch's Niche.
Back to pictures of me.
The best part of it is that center pan when he says he's supposed to fall into dust and the other guy's going to punch him. He said, "You and your comic books," not like, "Oh shit, what have we done? We've killed him. It's your fault
Killed
because of your
someone."
comic book." Oh dear. Oh golly.
When in doubt, always blame comic books.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
exactly. That's exactly what happened, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
kind of a complete
fate-
opposite from. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I said it's kind of a complete opposite from Lost Boys, where they get all their information about vampires from comic books.
Yeah.
Right. If in doubt, blame it on comic books and Elvis Presley.
Yep.
Or a comic book of Elvis Presley.
Since I sat here painting one of my many models whilst listening, and the story sounds so wrong in so many ways.
That was the fat bloke story, I think.
Yeah.
What you painting, Matt?
He's painting it matte black.
What you painting? What sort of models?
He'll be painting as a Apollo or something. Saturn V.
Oh,
Wolf.
nice.
Wolf Bait by the great Jack Davis.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that work.
Look at that horse. Look at that horse at the bottom there. Look, fantastic, that face. Yeah, look at that. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Nice big thick line around it as well. Look at the way he's pulling it out. Yeah.
He's chick stoned it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got that here too.
Again, on that
What was that?
sorry, Mitch, on that face, Randy, is that cross hatching again, that grey?
Here?
Or is it a,
Yeah.
or is it a
I
wash?
think it is.
Oh no, it's
yeah.
all cross hatching.
Right, wow.
It's all line work.
Fantastic.
I've always loved like Jack Davis's ink work. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
thick to thin lines all over the place, and like great use of black.
It's the whole style of the work. Look at that face.
Yeah.
Smug.
Great. And great perspective on that rifle as well in that picture.
Mm.
Pointing at you. Fantastic. Bang.
Blam. This looks like a smear there. Coincidence line. That's nice. Line work here. This is all line work. For the wood grain. Beautifully done.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Not afraid to go over those sound effects with a thick line either.
No.
I'm sure they put
Mind
a
you,
primary color in there.
they'd be lost, wouldn't they, if they were
Yeah.
thin. Bang.
Yeah, I think Jack Davis was one of the few EC artists that used sound effects, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was him and Wally Wood, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that line work here. Crazy. The thick and thin to knock that background back. And the tension right there. Beautifully done. So 1/4 scale, 1/14th, 1/144th scale. Sorry. Yeah. So 144 inches on that is
Nice.
1 inch on your model. Some fantastic line work here. Combination of brush and pen.
It's just so dense.
Yeah.
Mm.
Get that. Oh.
Oh no.
It's getting wild.
Throw Ivan.
Mm.
No. Oh dear.
Right before it's too late to decide. Split second to make the decision. People in the sleigh, like the animals outside, spring upon their victim, lift the figure and toss it to the howling shadows. Yee. And while the pack nips and tears at the sacrificed one, the sleigh speeds on towards the town in safety. Yep, that's my story, kiddies. The rest got through all right, but who did they toss overboard? Well, I'll tell you, when I got there, there wasn't enough left to tell who it was. Or who did you think? Yep, you're right. Well, I'll see you next in my mag, Tales from the Crypt, with more Ugg Tales. Bye now. She's trying to get warmed up. Or he is trying to get warmed up.
Water bottle on his head.
Yeah. And that's it for this issue.
We're done.
Wow.
Just as we break into this great Graham Ingalls cover. We'll cover that next week, folks. That's issue 14. 14 and 15 at least next week. Haunt of Fear. Great stuff. Shall we turn the page? Just one more page. Look at that face. That is a good face. We'll look at that next week.
Oh, wow.
There we go. We've been looking at the Russ Cockram reprint collections of The Haunt of Fear. We're on volume 3. 1 and 2 are also archived. Volume 1 was last year on Comics by Night. If you go looking for that, you'll find it over there. We went through the whole first volume of Haunt of Fear. We just went through volume 2. Now we're going through volume 3. So, and I believe that it's a 5-volume set. So we are right at the very peak of EC's popularity and the peak of the talent working on these books as well. Fantastic stuff, folks. We're so glad you were able to stop by and look it over with us. We love doing this. We don't get paid to do it. If you want to, if you want to reward us for our efforts on this program, please buy our stuff. Buy our books. We're not here begging for chats or for tips or sponsors. We read this, we look through this material because we love it. We're inspired by it, and it definitely has helped our work going through it and looking at all of this classic sequential art. Deeply glad you stopped by. Like I said, Mitch, why don't you tell them how they can find you?
Well, you can find me at the link down below, Linktree /Celtic Cross Studios. I'm, as I say every week, I'm currently going through the original Boger miniseries and doing somewhat of a director's cut version of it, adding color and some extra pages and stuff. And I'm slowly putting them online at Global Comics and to pass. And when it's all done, I'll do a crowdfunding campaign for a collected version of it with even more extra material. So keep on the lookout for that.
Nice.
Cool. Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at russleach.com. Sign up for that email list there. We've got news about digital versions coming in the near future. And obviously what's going on with issue 4. Issue 3 should be returning from the printers this week. And then it'll get out to backers. As soon as that's done, as soon as all the backers have it, it'll be going off to general release. So sign up for that email list and we can tell you exactly what's going on, when it's going on. That's over at russleach.com. And you'll be able to sign up for it there.
Fantastic. Glenn, please tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me all over the place on this Google thing, computer thing. But if you go to Amazon, you'll find 12 of my books on there, and lots of magazines, all kinds of stuff. You find me on Fun My Comic. You can find me everywhere. That's it. I am, as they say, ubiquitous.
Omnipresent.
Omnipresent. Folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. We love doing this. We do this twice a week. Sunday morning at 9 a.m., we do the Sunday Funnies, where we look through great sequential art and oddball tie-ins for this wonderful genre we call comics. And then on Friday morning at 5 a.m. Eastern time, these times are all Eastern time, we do Comics by Night, where we look through great sequential art. This Friday, because it is October and we're doing horror and monsters for the month, we are looking through the Monster Bus by Marvel. Those great old giant monster stories that spawned the golden age of Marvel Comics. Great characters, lots of fun stories, and we're only about halfway through this Monster Bus. But we're going to keep going this Friday at 5 a.m. Eastern time. So hope you're able to join us. If not, we are archived over on the Comic Book Black Belt YouTube channel, the Randy Zim YouTube channel, and the Indie Comics Network YouTube channel that has all of our back episodes. We've covered a wide variety of stuff. Can't recommend you go through our back catalog enough. All sorts of fun things sitting there waiting for you to discover. And if there's anything there that we haven't looked at yet that you want us to take a look at, do drop us a suggestion. Wherever you find this program, drop us a comment. Tell us, hey, you should look at Ronin by Frank Miller, or hey, you should look at Cheech Wizard by Vaughn Baudet. And we'll happily take that under consideration. Any kind of comics, as long as we can show it on YouTube, we'll definitely consider taking a look at it. So let us know what you'd like to see. Other than that, folks, please go visit your local retailer. They can help. They can always use your help keeping their lights on, as this comic industry is in a state of bizarre, eroding flux. So I think that's it. You're missing anything? Yeah. Drew Straussman passed this last week. We want to give the best condolences to his family. What an iconic painter. Did some imagery that if you're my age or even younger will always stick in your mind. Some great movie poster work that he did over the decades. Fantastic artist. He'll definitely be missed.
Is that the guy who did the what's it? Peter Pan thing with the I can't think of his name. Robin Williams on.
He did Hook. Yeah, he did the Hook poster.
Hook, that's it. Yeah, Hook.
Yeah, he did the posters for practically every Steven Spielberg movie from.
Yeah, he did Indiana Jones, didn't he? And
there are some very nice quotes from both Spielberg and Lucas about Drew's output.
How old was he?
80-something, I think. Right. Wasn't he?
Wow, I didn't know it was that.
Pancreatic cancer, I think. That's what it was. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it was pancreatic cancer, I believe.
Yeah. Folks, again, we'll see you on the next one. so happy that you were able to swing by and see this. Our numbers were pretty solid this morning, even though we know the majority of our viewers are after the fact. We deeply appreciate you as well. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. Leave a like whenever you find this program, wherever you find it. We are in multiple places other than the ones that I listed earlier on X and YouTube. Want to get over to Rumble and Twitch one of these days, but we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, folks, take care. Have a great week.
See ya.
We'll see you on the next one.
That's what done, yeah.
I think that's it for today. More monsters next week. More monsters on Friday. Great monsters, too. What fun stories we're going through on that. Oh, there we are. All right, everybody, take care. We'll see you. See you soon.
Do you draw the Flintstones naked? There's a market for that.
It means you're a catcher, not a pitcher.
Hi y'all, it's time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is fornication. Man, I really like her dress tonight. It is perfect fornication like this.
And by the way, did you ever try to hide an elephant?
You will be dead in 5 minutes.
For your information, my doctor gave me 3 years to live, and I don't intend to make a fool out of him. Come in. Is there anything I can do for you? What a ridiculous statement.
Mr. Grunion, I want you to help me.
I have a little sand left. What seems to be the trouble?
Some men are following me.
Really? I can't understand why.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.